Hey y'all, good morning. It's Ned over in My Philippine Dreams, N to the E to the D, 205 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal, coming at you from Dumaguete City, the city of gentle people. Somebody had asked a question about phones, specifically about the phones that I had purchased in the United States and if I was able to activate them here in the Philippines. I actually bought 3 Samsung S6s. I tend to stay a generation behind when I go back every year to pick up a new phone. And I'm going to keep the best one once I figure out all the little defects that are going on with them, because they all have a little, physical or operational defects. And I'm probably going to sell the other 2 to make a little bit of a profit. But the short answer to your question is yes, I was able to activate them all. One of them was on Sprint, one of them was on US Cellular, and one of them was on AT&T. The only problem I had was with the AT&T phone, which required an unlock code that I got off eBay for like $12. All of the phones were, well, 2 of the phones were actually blacklisted. Blacklisted means that the phone was either reported stolen, lost, it was still in contract, or the person simply hadn't paid their bill. These are all US phones. I don't get too much into the provenance of where they are. When they're being sold legally on eBay or Amazon, I have no problem purchasing them. The new phones, the new Samsungs and the new iPhones, I think starting with the iPhone 5 and with the Samsung S5, are all world phones. So ideally the SIM slot is supposed to be unlocked. In 2 of the cases with the Samsung S6s, they were unlocked, but in the case of the AT&T, when I put the Philippine SIM card in it, it requested that I put in a SIM code to unlock it. And again, that cost $12. If you're coming to the Philippines and you're wondering what kind of phone you can use, if it's a newer phone, if it's a Samsung, if it's an iPhone, Lenovo's, those type of things, typically the SIM is unlocked. If you're still under contract, you might have to call your provider to make sure that your SIM card is unlocked. And to check that on your iPhone, all you gotta do is a factory reset, and once it restores, it'll say either, if it's unlocked, it'll say, congratulations, your phone is unlocked. If you have Sprint, Nextel, any of those providers, you can call them and say, hey, listen, I'm leaving the country for a little while. Can you unlock my SIM slot if it's not already unlocked? But like I said, with Sprint and with US Cellular, they were already unlocked and they activated right away. When you're coming to the Philippines and you don't know how to set up your phone, it can seem a little intimidating at first, even though it's really not. When I first got here, fool that I am, I had no idea what to do. So the girl started talking to me about SIM and putting load and all this stuff. So I basically just gave her my phone and had her do it for me and gave her a little bit of a tip. Basically, when you get here, you're gonna buy a SIM card. It's probably be Smart, Globe, TN, one of those providers. Globe and Smart are the 2 biggest ones. Personally, I use Smart Mega 250, which is a promo that they have every month. For about $6, you get unlimited text, not calling, but unlimited text to all networks. So that's basically free texting. And, well, not free texting, but it costs $6 a month. And basically everybody uses text in the Philippines. You don't use a whole lot of voice calls unless you're getting phone calls from the police, which I've actually gotten when they found our stolen scooter. So most people text because the call quality here isn't that good, the tower coverage isn't that great, and even when you're texting sometimes, the text will fail or they'll be delayed. So when you come here, the first thing you have to do is get a SIM card. You put the SIM card in the phone, and once the SIM card is activated and you see that you got Smart or Globe up in the corner here, you go to the store, same place, you got the SIM card if you want, and you ask for load. You put like 200, 300 pesos load on it. The first thing you need to do once you put load on your phone in the Philippines is turn off your data. Make sure you turn off your data usage, because if you have data open, it's going to be constantly downloading stuff, and you're going to go through that 200 to 300 pesos load that you just put on it in about 2 days. So make sure you turn off data. Most of the time in the Philippines, I utilize my Wi-Fi. And if I'm out and about and I need to update Google Maps or something, if I'm lost, which happens quite often, I'll turn on data for a little bit just to connect to the Google server and update the local map. So first thing you want to do is turn off your data. Also keep the little SIM, there's a punch card that they're going to give you that your SIM card's in. Keep that punch card, because if your phone gets lost, stolen, or your SIM card corrupts or whatever, you can bring that punch out card back to Smart or Globe and they can actually give you another SIM card with your original phone number on it. You lose all your contacts, so also make sure that you're updating your contacts constantly to the Google server, or if you have iPhone, to their iCloud service. You got load, you got your SIM card, you're rocking and rolling, you're texting like a maniac. And when you get here, the phone number is a little bit different like you experience in the US. They're a little bit longer. The nation code is actually +63, and then you have your area code and your number following that. Memorize your phone number. It'll take a little while, but it's good to know so you don't have to keep pulling your phone out and going to About Phone to find out what your phone number is. So the long and short of this video is I got 3 Samsung S6s. They're great phones. I really like them. Next year I'll get the Samsung S7, and I was able to activate all of them with no issue. So this is Ned over My Philippine Dreams. We're talking about phones in the Philippines, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Angel, you do a cameo? You want to do a cameo? What? Want to say hi? Say hi. This is Angel. She's our guard dog. She doesn't text because her little paws don't fit on the pad. No, they don't. No. Okay. It's My Philippine Dreams. We'll see you next time. Call. It's for you. Hello? Good job, Angel.